Hi guys, I'm Doritos, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some fantastic, refreshing custom tactics to help you guys get more wins in your games. That formation is going to be the 4-3-3 fourth variation. Now, there's a few formations that have always sort of held strong in the FIFA franchise, such as the 4-2-3-1, the 4-2-2, and the 4-3-3-4 has always been a little bit of an outsider, but it's always had a place in the game. This year, it really hasn't. This year's been dominated by the 3-4-2-1, the 4-3-2-1, and more recently the 5-4-1. The 4-3-3-4 still has an absolute staple place in this game if it is set up correctly. With a 4-3-3-4, it's not extremely systematic like some of these other formations that are considered meta at the moment. A 4-3-3-4 really allows a more authentic, slower build-up style of play, which I feel that most of you guys probably do use in your games. Most of you guys probably aren't really up to speed with the utilization of German crosses to get the most out of a 3-4-2-1, or even the systematic approach to a 4-3-2-1 to get the most out of that. You guys just want a formation that almost just complements the way you naturally play this game, and 4-3-3-4 is absolutely one of those. Enough yapping, straight into the custom tactics. So, the defensive style, just leave this unbalanced. For the defensive width, I find compact is always better on this game, so I've run 40 with this formation. The depth, I've got on 60. It's good to be able to play a press in this formation, but it's not really too complementary to like the automatic offside traps. You're naturally just a little bit vulnerable on the defence with a 4-3-3, so you don't want to push your luck. So 60 is a really good spot for the depth in this formation. Build-up play, just leave that unbalanced. Chance creation, put this on direct passing. This is a staple at this point in the game. If you're attacking width, just have this on 45. This just helps the ping-pong passing gel a little bit easier in the middle of the park. Players in the box, we want this on 6 because we will be getting numbers forward in this formation. Corners and free kicks, I personally just always leave these on 1. I generally find in this game that even with it on 1, you've always got enough bodies up to create a chance or have a shot on goal, so I never feel the need to up these. Moving on into the player instructions, we'll start with the striker. So your striker will just be on stay central. Stay central is important to ensure that your striker is always there in the box as an option for cutbacks, crosses, pretty much anything that you're delivering into the box. You obviously want your striker to be there. Now, I've often stressed about getting behind as an instruction, especially when it's a one striker formation. However, with this one, there was something about just having stay central, and because I've got Cruyff, who has a very good attacking AI, he is high-low. He kind of naturally makes those runs anyway, and by not putting the getting behind instruction on, he plays true to the card's AI. For the left winger and the right winger, so these are going to be on comeback on defence. This is just so you can defend in a 4-4-2. The other instruction we've got on here is the get into the box for cross. This is just to ensure that when you're working that ball across the box, particularly from one wing to the other, when you get into those central positions, if your striker is in a position to shoot, you can always square that to the other winger, or they're at least there at the back post to get the shot off and score a goal. I don't like the getting behind instruction in this formation because it just makes it a little bit too robotic. So I generally find that letting them play a little bit more to their AI as well with this position, just like the striker, it just works out a lot nicer. It's a lot more free flowing. You can just get in positions manually down the wings, utilize skill moves and get in that way. However, if you do like to play a really direct sort of over the top style, then you could try the getting behind instruction, but I personally just leave that on the balance support. For your central attacking midfielder, they're just going to be on get into the box for cross. This just ensures they are in more offensive positions when you are attacking, and they generally just kind of make good runs into the box. In general, it's not just for crosses, so in general, just get into the box instruction is just a great instruction to have on a cam because they just get way more involved in that final third. For your left centre mid and your right centre mid, these are both going to be on stay back while attacking and cover centre. Your left centre mid, who for me is the more box-to-box style player, they naturally get very involved anyway because Modric, for example, has high-medium work rates. So he still sort of plays true to that and gets involved. And with us having the players in the box on 6, he's still there, involved in the interplay. He's not just stagnant, sat back, not involved. As for the right centre mid, who is my more defensive-orientated player, they are a little bit more of an anchor with the way this is set up. However, when you are attacking, you'll generally find they sit just on the edge edge of that box. So if the ball is ever coming out, they kind of are there to win it high up the pitch, or at least there is a passing option to drop the ball back to keep the move going in that final third. For the rest of the team, there's not too much to say. The wing-backs run stay back while attacking and overlap. We don't want to commit too many numbers forward, so they're just there as a more defensive presence, but they will commit into that final third when it's absolutely okay to do so because of the overlap instruction. The two centre-backs are on default, which is stay back while attacking, and the goalkeeper, I also leave this unbalanced. Next, we'll talk about the types of players that are best to use to get the most out of the formation, starting with the striker once again. So, high-low work rates are really preferable with how this is formatted. However, if your striker doesn't have high-low work rates, I recommend putting the getting behind instruction on in the instructions tab. Extremely consistent finishing really helps because you have only got the one striker, and a 5-star weak foot definitely aids that. Second thing I would add is just as much ability on the ball as possible. 5-star skill moves, good agility, balance, dribbling, composure, all of these things, because you've got one strike here, so you're really reliant on this player to finish those opportunities. So you really want as complete a player as possible in this position. For your wingers, it's very similar to the striker. You want quite complete players here. I think aiming for people that can shoot from range is definitely of benefit in this formation. They just seem to get in positions to shoot from far out for whatever reason. They just seem to get isolated in big realms of space in deeper positions. So that's something that I personally found to be quite useful. But more than anything, you want traditional wingers here. Someone with good agility, balance, dribbling. The more ability on the ball, the better with the 5-star skill moves. That's always going to help. If you like your Travellas, right on the right, left on the left. However, I didn't find that too important in this formation. For your central attacking midfielder, good ability to shoot from all ranges, because they will find themselves getting shooting opportunities open up from range, but they're also going to be in the box a lot because of that get into the box instruction. So great final product, and that's including the passing as well, because they are going to be distributing the ball out to the wingers, dropping them back to the centre mids, threading through the striker. This is kind of your glue in the formation, so you need a really, really top-notch player here. For your left centre mid, which in my case is the box-to-box, just aim for 5-star weak foot, just so they're perfect at their passing on either foot. High dribbling and passing is always preferable, which is why this Modric card is amazing, because he's 99 on both. Good pace, aim for the controlled running type if you can, or lengthy, either of them are good. With the right centre mid, I would just aim for a taller, bigger framed player that is just really good at breaking up the midfield play. For your wing backs, just as complete as possible, because if you do want to switch into other formations, then you want them to be able to do that. However, for this formation specifically, just really good defending and pace, and just good short passing is more than good enough. Centre backs, the good old fast, strong and lengthy, as high calibre as possible. If you're on a budget, I seriously recommend this Schlotterbeck Team of the Season card. I've never seen a better centre back for the money. He is phenomenal. But essentially, go for the best that you can attain for the centre back position. As for your goalkeeper, as always, whoever works. The 4-3-3-4 is definitely one of those more vintage formations, but it has a true place in this game, and I really urge you guys to try out these custom tactics. It's definitely a formation to just start in. It's not kind of a gear up, a gear down. This is just a very balanced setup, and it's there for you to be able to just literally play football, play naturally, and not really have to force anything. You don't have to be too conscious of anything with this formation. If you're just playing sensible, picking the right passes, you're going to have success with these custom tactics 100%. If you do enjoy the custom tactics, guys, I'll link my custom tactics playlist down below for you if there's any others that you want to check out. Also, if there's any formation you want me to put custom tactics together for, just let me know down below what they are. I'll be more than happy to help. If you did make it this far in the video, guys, as always, I really appreciate your time. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn your bell on. Take care, guys.